idea in their head. And you know, if you're telling them that you're preparing the food, okay, you're preparing the refreshments, and you've got a party theme, they're all on board. And it's death by chocolate. Okay, there's not too many people I know that don't like chocolate. Okay, so tell them you're going to do a cake in the microwave in 10 minutes, and that's going to use our stack cooker. Now, what's special about demonstrating our stack cooker right now? It's in our birthday month flyer, so it's all month long. It's on sale for our guests at the party, and you can do just the starter set, which is everything that you need for the cake in the microwave, or you can add the companion set so you can do stack cooking. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our stack cooker starter set, and that's our 3-quart casserole with our cone insert and our 1 3/4 quart, or is this 3/4 quart? 3/4 quart cover. Okay. So this recipe, which on a side note, what I do is I prepare the cake batter ahead of time, so I'm not cracking eggs and measuring mayonnaise and all of that stuff, and I'll give you guys the recipe for this. So I prepare it ahead of time. Right as I walked out the door, I went ahead and did it in our Mix and Store Plus pitcher. Okay, it's got the no slip grip bottom. You've got measurements on the side if you need them. The egg cracks really nicely on the edge here. You've got a pour spout. And then I was able to cover it. It's not a seal, it is a cover. So I was able to cover it and turn the nozzle to the side so that it won't spill out while we're driving here. And if I wanted to maybe use the hand mixer to make it, I could take out the center cover and use the mixer, and you have a little splatter guard too. Okay. So sometimes I'll use this, and I'm kind of lazy, especially on Saturday morning. So Friday night, when I still have my mojo, I'll go ahead and make pancake batter, and then I'll cover it up and put it in the fridge, and then Saturday morning I look like super mom because my pancake batter is ready. All you gotta do is pour it in the skillet. Okay. So I love my Mix and Store Plus pitcher. Alright, so it's already prepared, I'm ready to go, and at the party I just tell them, you can spray this with a little Pam or, you know, wipe it down with a little olive oil, but because it's a microwave and it's kind of like a moist cooking, it tends not to stick. And I'm using my saucy silicone spatula. And by doing it ahead of time, it had a chance, I don't know if you can see like the air bubbles, by letting it rest, it had a chance to leaven or rise a little bit. So that way it will, all the little agents have been activated so that it'll rise nicely in the microwave too. Because sometimes in the microwave you might get like a flat, lumpy cake, and it just didn't have time to rest because it cooks so fast. So you're kind of doing two at once, 2 tasks at once. So get it in your stack cooker and spread it around so it's nice and even. And you might want to be wearing your apron because I know I'm messy. I'm sure I'd spill it on myself. Now this is going to go right, I did it just like the box said. It's 3 eggs, a 1/3 cup of oil, and then 1 cup of water. But you can also do a moister option, which would be a 1/3 cup of mayonnaise, okay, instead of your oil, the 3 eggs, and 1 cup of water, okay. And then you can do it covered or uncovered, or you can even do it with the cover on the bottom, and it allows for the circulation of the microwaves all around the container, okay. I like it covered because it comes clean when you flip it over. It comes out nice and clean because the steam rises up and kind of goes down the bottom. So just 10 minutes, and your microwave is like a traditional microwave, right? So I'd say 10 minutes for that, and you let it rest for about 5 minutes because the microwaves have everything going in the little molecules. They're moving around, all the scientific part of it, I don't know. But let it rest for 5 minutes because it's still cooking, okay? And then we need something to top it with because, of course, just a plain old chocolate bundt cake would be delicious, but we need more chocolate, right? So what we're going to do after that's done, we're going to put in our hot fudge, and of course I'm showcasing something to add on to your stack cooker, and that's our micro pitcher. So I just took a jar of hot fudge, and I transferred it into this so that when I reheat it in the microwave, this will not get hot. I have something cool to handle with it, and it won't splatter all over the microwave because in that jar of hot fudge, it's glass. It's going to get hot. I'm going to have to reach in and grab it with this. I don't have to worry about anything hot. and it's not going to splatter because I have the second container as the cover. So we'll reheat that, and when it's nice and hot, we're just going to pour it right over the top. And you can do 30 seconds at a time. Usually one 30-second interval works, but sometimes it takes two 30-second intervals. Then our topping, our delicious topping, this is what kind of like takes the cake. It really makes it look really pretty. It's just some classic Oreos. Double stuff are great too, whatever you keep on hand. And we're going to use our Quick Chef Pro. Now, why would I want to use our Quick Chef Pro right now?
It's on sale.
It's on sale. Okay, so I'm showcasing some of the things that are on sale right now that kind of whets everybody's appetite. And with this, you're just going to, 10 cookies is perfect. I think I put 12 or 13 in there. And you just rock it around. And this would be a good time for your guests to have a go at it, have them come up and try it. It's got those 3 stainless steel blades, so they're super sharp, and you got 3 different layers of chopping, and they have little kicks in the blades so that they toss back up what you want to chop. So the more you chop, the finer it gets. And we want a nice fine crumble because we're going to just chop it right. How's that looking? You can almost make like an Oreo cheesecake crust with this. Wouldn't that be good? So how easy was that, and how much did I save by not buying it already pre-prepared or pre-crumbled? Okay, because we already have Oreos on hand. Just face it. I know, don't lie. Okay. So that's ready. We're going to sprinkle that right over the top, and that's going to make it look really pretty and decadent. And the great thing about this is if you're doing a birthday cake at your parties, you could have those happy birthday bags and have a cake mix in there, okay, and maybe the hot fudge jar, and you could say, you know, and who wants to come and get a cake, you know, and it's already in the bag, and they can grab it for their birthday, for their party, and they can grab a cake. Or you can do a cake walk at your party. Have a little fun game where they can walk around and they can earn their bag to do a cake at their party. And they have all the ingredients that they need. They don't have to go shopping for it. You kind of did it for them, and you'll make a cake in 10 minutes at their party. You might have the martini ingredients for them in one of the bags. So somebody might be, you know, gaming for that. And what I did was I made a pineapple upside down cake in the stack cooker before I came, and look how pretty that looks in the new cake taker with the sheer. It's kind of steamy because I made it right before I came. It took me 10 minutes, you know, so and the house didn't get all hot, but in our stack cooker, look how beautiful that came out. Can you guys see?
Wow. Yes.
Sometimes what I'll do for my husband is the night before I'll make this for him and he can take it to work. Like if somebody's moving to a different station, or they're retiring, or they're having like a goodie day, I'll do this the night before and I'll let it cool and put the cover on. He takes it to work. He brings back the empty cake taker, and everybody's ranting and raving like, oh my gosh, your wife baked us a cake? Oh yeah, it took me all of 10 minutes in the microwave. But look how impressive that is. And that was in, I think, one of our old stack cooker recipe books. But super simple. It's basically the cake mix, the pineapple cake mix. Instead of 1 cup of water, you use 1 cup of the pineapple juice. And I use 8 slices of the pineapple rings, and then 2 are left over for me. And then, and then I take 8 little of the maraschino cherries and stick those in there, and 1/2 cup of brown sugar and 2 tablespoons of butter on the bottom, which you warm up around the cone first, and then you layer your pineapple and your cherries, then you pour your cake batter on top, and it's that easy. It's amazing.
You cook the cherries and the pineapple?
Yep, it all cooks together all the same time.
And I have a suggestion, if people, I know because they're watching, I mean, fat, or
Yes.
if they want to choose the sugar over the fat,
Yeah.
the spray butter also works when you spray it over the brown sugar, okay?
That's a good
Just so
idea.
y'all know.
Good.
That
So
does
if
work.
you need a less butter option,
So,
then you could do the
you know,
spray
yeah,
butter,
you gotta choose
or
one or the other.
Yep, there you go. So, and you guys will get to try that.
Was your cake made according to the box directions?
It was. The box directions always call for like 3 eggs, 1/3 cup of oil, and 1 1/3 cup of water. Reduce it to 1 cup of water and change out your water for the pineapple juice from the can.
Oh.
So,
Yeah.
so it gives it more like
Yeah.
pineapple
Just a
flavor.
yellow cake mix?
I did the
I
pineapple
didn't know
supreme.
they made a
You could do
pineapple
yellow, but pineapple is great too. 'Cause
Yeah,
I didn't know
Jiffy
they
is also
made
good.
it.
Jiffy is good too.
Yep, Jiffy cake mix is great too. So any cake mix would work, really. So, and you can do the same thing with the German chocolate cake and so on and so forth. So there's unlimited possibilities. for your themes, and you could just say, hey, I wanna practice a pineapple upside down cake in the microwave in 10 minutes. Who's not gonna wanna see you do that, okay?
Amen.